Welcome. In this film, I'm gonna go through the process of making your own t-shirt design via screen printing. DIY screen printing. The nice thing about this process is that you don't need so much money. Once you know what you're doing, it's not so difficult, but you need some patience. I learned it from the God Messiah, Zeus. I will insert his picture here. Super punky style DIY screen printing, and I'm gonna learn you by this step-by-step plan. So all you lost souls out there, people who want to learn how to become an artist or just enjoy the process of watching someone screen print, then you're at the right address, man. So what you're gonna start with doing is get a screen. I got a screen at a thrift shop for $3.50. So you get basically a painting with an ugly design that no one wants. You ask for a discount, like, hey lady, I want to buy this thing, but it's ugly, can I get a discount? This bad boy I got for $3.50. Then I got home. Basically you destroy the painting. Then you get what do you call it? Screen printing textile. And you tack it on there. So maybe first I go through the material. Okay, this is not logical at all. This video, I go first through the materials, the most important thing. What you need at all is photo emulsion. I'm gonna type it out, wait. Photo emulsion. This is the stuff to transfer the design on a screen. Most important thing, I got it from a Dutch company, but you can get it everywhere. The other things that you need is silk, screen printing silk, textile, what I was just talking about. It's super cheap. You can get it online. And what I do recommend, but you don't really need it, is a squeegee. This is my squeegee. You can also do it with a plastic card, but this is much easier. And other things, you need a staple gun, transparent paper. I like my designs to be big, or this big, and this is the design that I'm making right now. And this is A3, but I didn't have A3 transparent paper. I only had A4. I just split the design on two A4s. I don't have a printer either, so I just go to the library and I change the paper. Then for the design part, I made a design by basically using in Photoshop you have this option called filter gallery, and with filter gallery I use a setting called stamp, and that makes it black and white. What is important for doing a screen print design is that it needs to be clearly black and white. If you're going to use a photo, needs to be very clearly the contrast between white and black. Gray, it will fuck it up. Believe me, because I tried it, doesn't work. You need to have clear black and white. For graphic design, it turns out much better. Then it's time to get into the dark room. So you have to make a room that's dark enough to not have a lot of light. It can have a little bit of light, but in general it needs to be dark. I used my second bathroom, which sounds very luxurious, but it's basically an old bathroom that's now being used as storage. So luckily I have a water supply there, but you don't need water supply nearby. It doesn't really matter. Dark room, I use the red light so I can still see what I'm doing. And here I have the emulsion. And after it's done, you dry it. I'm too impatient to let it dry, so I just dry it with the hair blower. Then I just feel if it's dried. And if you feel that the emulsion dried up, you can do the exposure process. Exposure time really depends. You can do it in different ways, but you need to test with the timing, because exposure time, it depends on what kind of lamp you have, how high the lamp is from the actual design, and the room, if the room is humid or not. So you need to do some tests to know what works for you and what doesn't. I worked with a 150 watt lamp, and I think the height between the lamp and the design was half a meter. And for me, the exposure time was 27 minutes. 27 minutes later, it's done, and then you can wash it. So now at this point, you can take it out into the light. So you can bring it to the bathroom or the kitchen to clean it up with either your finger and water or a shower head. I use a shower head. For me, it's more easy. And then you take out the design. So how the process works, you have the design, transparent, and once the light goes through it during the exposure time, the light cannot go through the black, and that part doesn't dry up. So that part you can cleanse with water, and that makes the design how it is. The thing what I like about the way I do it is that you don't have to be precise. So you can do it DIY style. My shirts turn out kind of punky, but I like it to be trashed, you know. It needs to be feeling like it's authentic and handmade. So especially in DIY way, it will never be perfect, so keep that in mind. How I screen print, this is not the way to do it. If you see someone else or a professional do it, you need to put enough paint and do it at one time so you can do the whole design. And here you can see that I'm fucking it up. I cannot get the whole design. I'm making a big mess. But still, the design came out pretty well. I like it, man. On the back, life sucks when you're having fun. Put some red dots on the eyes. So that's it. That's how you make your first design. And then the only thing that's left to do is rock it. Go on the street, rock your t-shirt, tell people about it, be proud, be like, yo, I made the shirt. Give it away, like, because the process, once you have the screen, you can make 10, 20, 30, 40 t-shirts. See, man, I'm here on the streets, rocking this, skating. That's how it's done. Doing a 5-stair ollie. Oh my god, so pro. 5-stair, it's not a 5-stair, it's a 3-stair ollie. Yes. Yeah. Okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm gonna go to bed. It's 1:30. Maybe I'll make some more films. I don't know. But thank you for watching. And adiós. Hasta luego. Hasta pronto. Ciao.